Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I'm here with this pizza, and I thought I'd chime in. Uh, I thought I might get an interesting audience. It's piping hot, folks. I got the Supreme pizza. It's piping hot. I've been reduced to eating pizza out of my car. I've had a very busy day. Pizza's damn good. Uh, you want to see the pizza that I'm experiencing? Now, some of you might be tuning in. You're saying, "Oh, gee whiz, Mike's going to talk about Survivor Series, blah blah blah." It's not a watch along. I'll watch it on my own time. Thank you. No spoilers. So I think this will be a non-wrestling discussion. So if any of my non-wrestling friends or my wrestling friends can chime in, but maybe we'll discuss other things than wrestling tonight. In fact, I have a theme. Let's see, we've got a wonderful comment. Messier, enjoying dinner. We had many a pizza night. Our pizza is now pay per eat. Matt Lendeck, my college roommate, we would order so much pizza that people in our dorm knew that we were the pizza guys. They would come to our room mysteriously enough when the pizza was arriving. There was one guy from New York who did it all the time. I can't remember his name. So eventually we lost so many slices of pizza that I made a policy that we posted up on the wall. We didn't even type it up. I just wrote it in a Sharpie on a piece of paper, which said our pizza is now pay per eat. And so we had to have $1 a slice. It was actually a pretty good deal. I think about one person paid $2 once. That's how you shut people up. You make them pay. Now, part of life, there's an old cliche, folks. That's right. We both got good memories on that one. Who was that guy with the black hair? He was like another New York guy. He always wore like a bomber jacket. Michael Rocha checking in. What's up, buddy? So I had a very interesting experience tonight, folks, that I thought I'd share. It's kind of on my mind because I just experienced it. I just auditioned for a stage play. And yeah, the guy was Matt something. I just auditioned for a stage play. Now, for about 3 weeks, I've been pestered, and I would say it's been pestered by an individual who's been telling me, oh, he wants to be an actor. Oh, he wants to be an actor. And he was an actor in his former home country and claims to have been on some type of soap opera there years ago or something. And, basically he's kind of squeezing me for free acting advice, which I get a lot from people. And look, I'm not making huge money in the acting world. I'm doing some projects, but I wouldn't call myself famously successful or anything. I'm still a work in progress myself. So I could use an acting coach. As a matter of fact, I've recently enlisted an acting career coach that'll be helping me, but we haven't really gotten started yet. So the point is, I'm trying to give this fellow some advice. And one of my earliest questions to would-be actors, people that claim they want to be actors, is I ask them this question, which is, do you really want to be an actor or do you just want to be rich and famous? I'll say that again. Do you really want to be an actor or do you just want to be rich and famous? And most people will tell, like they know what the right answer is. Oh, I want to be an actor. But they don't. They just want to be rich and famous. And they just want to use acting as that tool without actually respecting it as a profession, a craft, whatever you want to call it, an art form. They just want the rich and famous part of it. And so once I realized that, I also just tell them, hey, if you want to be rich and famous, there's always people in the parking lot when I'm trying to do these wonderful things. They must be trying to listen to my advice. If you want to be rich and famous, just go to an NFL football game and take off all your clothes and run onto the field. You'll be famous before you know it. And in today's society, you might even get some money out of it. Matt knows what I'm talking about. So this gentleman, he keeps coming to me, asking me questions. And I just finally say, hey, I said this pretty early. The first conversation we had, I said, you know what, buddy? There's an audition coming up for this stage play. And I guess I can share it. The Shawshank Redemption stage play is going on in this local community theater in our vicinity. It's an open audition. Anyone can audition. You're a male in the age bracket of what they're looking for. There's like 15 or whatever roles in this play. Why don't you go audition? And I just fucking knew that what would happen tonight happened. Are you ready? So the whole time he's talking about it, whole time he's pontificating it, whole time he's wondering about it. That was the film version, of course. And here's the thing. I'll get into my feelings on the play version in a moment, but I just kind of said, you know what? I'm going to give this fucker a challenge. He's not paying me for my acting coaching. I'm giving him free advice. Well, let's see if my time is even worth it. Show up. Let's see what happens. What was today's date? November 21st, a Sunday. I gave him the fucking directions. I showed him the website. I showed him the casting breakdown. I told him he could find the whole play online for free. And so you can watch the movie, if you've never seen it, which I don't know if he did or he didn't, but he said he would watch it. I laid it all fucking out for him. And he said, whoa, we should go together. I'm like, no, I'm not going to an audition with another guy. There's no reason for me to do that. This is every man for him fucking self. You know what I mean? Well, the point is, I gave him all the tools that he needed. I gave him a very clear assignment. And guess the fuck what happened? Today comes, and you know what? Me giving him that advice basically reinforced to myself, what do I want to do with this fucking play? And my basic thought was, plays are a pain in the fucking ass. You have a lot of rehearsals. Part of the payoff usually is that there's women in the fucking play, like women actresses. In this particular one, being an all-males prison play, not so much luck. So what's the point of even doing this thing, you might be wondering? And community theater, my guess would be maybe they give you a stipend of $200 for the whole run, although that was never discussed. So maybe more, maybe nothing. A lot of community theaters pay you nothing, which I don't think is good either, because they charge for tickets. So I'm getting all worked up. Today I write another chapter in my book, Fight or Play Basketball. And then I go see a movie. I see Will Smith, and he's still going for that Oscar. He's still hungry. Will Smith, the producer of this thing, King Richard, he's producing his own movies, which I always tell people, oh, I want to be an actor. Well, go fucking produce a movie and make yourself a star. See how many assholes drop off then. You know what I mean? Thanks, buddy. I'm getting to the payoff of this story, Matt. So I'm thinking about this whole goddamn thing. And I'm basically pontificating my situation. Do I even want to be in this play? Do I even, because basically I'm thinking, well, in the ideal scenario, I would go to this rehearsal or this audition. They would cast me as the lead, and it would be a great stepping point. But anything less than that, it's like, do I just want to be prison guard number 2 or prisoner number 6? Or do I just want to be a supporting guy in this thing and then kind of looking at whoever's playing the lead and getting pissed? But I basically had to talk myself and say, you know what? All the goddamn advice I give everyone else, I have to give to myself. I have to follow the instructions I gave to this fuck who says he wants to be an actor. And I have to show up. And if I go and there's conflicts with scheduling, or there's, it's just too much time, there's no money, or I just don't feel good about it, I could always not do it. They don't have me under a contract that I have to do the play if they even offer me a role, which there's nothing guaranteed. They may not even offer me a role. Now, this morning, I'm still debating, but I printed up a resume, and then I'm like, I don't even have a goddamn recent headshot. I have no headshot of my long hair now, my longest hair of my life. I have no headshot with this. There's no image of me that looks like this. But I've got this resume, I type it up, then I go and I'm writing my book at the Panera Bread. By the time I get to the theater, I see the fucking movie. And now, oh yeah, here's another dick in the ass. I go to the fucking Big Lots, because I just want to buy a household item and I want to change my shirt and I kind of want to prep myself in the Big Lots restroom before I go to the theater because I don't want to be prepping myself at the theater. I don't know if they're going to have a restroom available. I don't want them to see me before I'm prepped. I want to change my shirt, which I did, not the shirt that I'm wearing now. I go to the fucking Big Lots, and here's what you learn about Florida, or at least specifically the people in Florida. You can't just go in and get something quickly into a store. You can't, and I'll give New England and Rhode Island credit. You can't just go into a store, say, hey, I need toothpicks, buy your toothpicks, and get out of there in 2 minutes. It's like you need to block out an hour to buy toothpicks, okay? Now, I did not buy toothpicks. There was another household item that I needed to not. Yeah, well, you're getting there, Matt. There was another household item that I needed, and I was just trying to, and I wanted to use the facilities at the Big Lots, and I have another ethic. Matt Lendeck has discussed my ethics, which is if I use a store's facility, I'm going to buy something. It's just the way that I operate. I don't just go into a store and exploit them for their facilities. I actually buy an item. So I go through the fucking line. I've got 3 items in my hands. There's one woman, there's 2 cash registers working, only 2 in the whole place. One woman is taking fucking forever. She's got some type of issue. They're calling managers. It's a whole big thing. And then the other lady in front of me is buying like 30 fucking things in the Big Lots. And she's got fucking, I think it was 139 goddamn dollars that she spent in the Big Lots on a fucking Sunday night at 5:35, okay? And then, of course, the Big Lots has the whole thing with, oh, do you have a Big Lots card? Oh, what's that? And then it's a whole goddamn thing where she's looking up her phone number. She's looking up her name. And the clock is ticking. It's getting close to 6. 6 o'clock is the audition time. There was nothing about reservations or appointments for this audition. I didn't know how they were doing their audition. I was curious about. Long story short, I'm getting so pissed off because they're taking so goddamn long. I actually have my Big Lots card in my pocket at the ready. That's how a New Englander does things. That's how a Northeasterner does things, as you know, Matt. You have your fucking coupon card in your hand. You have your credit card in your other hand, and you're ready to fucking do business. You're not dolly fucking around on a Sunday night, making other people late for acting appointment auditions. So I finally get to the fucking theater. Of course, I miss all the goddamn, I miss all the turns. I'm GPSing. I'm getting lost. I'm getting confused. I finally get to the theater, and now guess what? The next stick in the ass is I can't find that fucking resume. I'm digging around. I had it printed. I printed 2 copies. I can't find either copy. It's crawling into my fucking brain. Well, gee whiz, maybe this is a sign from the heavens. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be wasting your time. And then I'm swearing. I said, God damn it, outside of my car looking for the resume. Some old guy heard me say that. He's giving me the fucking evil eye because I'm talking to myself. And finally, I'm just like, fuck it. I just have to go in. I just can't fucking dick around anymore. So I go in, I get there like 6:05. They're already rocking and rolling. They're already ready to fucking go. There's like some piece of paper and a pen. There's no hard surface to write on. I'm trying to write on this piece of fucking paper, this audition form, and the pen is poking through the paper onto my jeans. I tried to write on the fucking chair in the theater, and the theater chair is not good to write on. Everything's a pain in the ass and nothing's working, but yet I'm still there. And guess who the fuck Matt Lendeck is not there? The guy that told me he wanted to be a fucking actor. So this piece of shit who I had to give my goddamn motivational speech to, he's fucking MIA, but here I am, Messier in action. I'm fucking there. That's the difference. That's the fucking difference between me and this fuck. Yep. That's right. It's just, there are people that are going to swing the fucking bat, and there are people that are going to sit around and contemplate the nature of making a bat. And this fuck is one of those. So now I'm going to go to my fucking coffee house of choice, and this asshole will be there, and I'll have to deal with him again. Always, always, always. And here's the goddamn kicker. The first fucking question out of his mouth will be, How did it go? Oh, asshole, if you were there, you'd fucking know. Shit for brain. Then the next thing will be, oh, I couldn't make it. I'll be there next time. Which is go fuck yourself. There are no next times, asshole. You're wasting my goddamn time. Pizza's good, by the way. I told him, here's the fucking trick for these goddamn pizza franchises. You have to order well done. This is the fucking $11 for this. What's it fucking called? Little Caesars well done. You have to say well done. Otherwise, it's undercooked. To be honest with you, I don't even know if this is well done. I said it. I don't know if they did it. Yeah, very good. Here we go. Michael's checking in. Matt always likes well done too. Could be worse. He could be a writer and want you to read his shit script every time you see him. Good point, Mike. I've been through that too. Buddy. Or better yet, the fucking collaborators, the goddamn co-writer deal, when you have to write the goddamn script and put someone else's name on it. Oh, the world. What a fucking world. What a world we live in. So I did not watch any football games today. I looked at the lineups. It wasn't, I guess the good game is tonight. Pittsburgh against whoever the fuck's. Oh, I'll tell you about the goddamn audition. It was a good experience. As stated, it's an all-male play, so how good can it be? But the guys were nice. I really didn't feel, to be honest, none of these guys felt like they could have been in prison. You know, they just felt like nice, normal guys. I was trying to up the tension in my performances. It was an open room casting, an open audition where everybody's kind of finger fucking each other and auditioning in front of each other. Not my favorite way of doing business, but in the nature of time, you want to see the chemistry. I was kind of curious how they got things done. Everyone was very nice and pleasant. There was a gentleman in a motorized wheelchair, which was nice to see that he was out there auditioning. Even he got there, for Christ's sake. Imagine the fucking effort he had to put in. Yet this fuck who's been wasting my goddamn time couldn't be there. So that's what I'm dealing with, people. I thought when I left Rhode Island, I leave these troubles behind. Nope, they're just here as well. You know, that's what people told me when I was moving. Oh, wherever you move to, that's where you are. Your troubles will go with you. My troubles are other human beings. That's my goddamn trouble. Unfortunately, they're everywhere. Ha ha ha. Well, whatever. It's all good. So I think I'm going to start my engine. I'm appreciating that no one's Survivor Series spoiled me in this situation. If any gentleman wants to check in with the last minute comment, Michael or Matt, I appreciate you guys being here. Here's a little, I guess I didn't do my banner thing properly. That's okay. The AEW for the wrestling fans, AEW apologist video. Week 10 is on the Monty and the Pharaoh channel. I had a good Twitter thing or whatever, Facebook Messenger with Michael Monty from Long Island. Here's one for you, Matt Lendak. I watched a great movie last night, Big Shot. The story of the New York Islanders ownership in the 1990s, ESPN Plus. Sorbo was his name, guy who was trying to buy the Islanders, but he did not have the actual money. Interesting story. I won't spoil it, but for you that like business stories, hockey, or just enterprise in general, I would of course recommend Disregard the Vampire, Mike Messier documentary, but I'd also recommend Big Shot, the Kevin Sorbo New York Islanders movie. And that's fucking it. So there you have it, folks. It's a successful day. Fight or Play Basketball on Amazon is coming along quite well. Episode 30. You can read the first episodes for free, the first 3 for free. But I encourage you to check it out. Mike Messier, Fight or Play Basketball. A Distance from Avalon, my first novel, is available. A perfect 5-star rating, thanks to Benny and the other gentleman that wrote a nice review, and so on and so forth. So it's Sunday night. You know what that means. Have a good night, and we'll discuss things at a later time. Good night.